The Honda CR-V was first launched in 1995 and brought a mix of SUV practicality and car-like road manners to the market that was previously almost unheard of. While those of a camo-wearing disposition may have bemoaned its lack of solid axles and cart springs, everyone else could see it for what it was: practical, year-round family transport, and it went on to sell more than 5 million units. With demand for ever more efficient vehicles increasing, Honda responded with this, the fourth generation CR-V, featuring a more aerodynamic shape, up to 12% reduction in emissions, and even the option of two-wheel drive. The new shape loses the somewhat snouty appearance of the previous model and gains a more rugged look, particularly with the new front grille and headlights. CR-V staples such as the vertical taillights and the roughy-tufty wheel arch extensions remain. Our test car is a range-topping EX model and features leather interior, a powered tailgate which we'll play with later, xenon headlights, keyless entry which, with the fob in your pocket, unlocks the doors automatically as you pull the handle and locks using a button on the fob or the door, and 18-inch alloy wheels. The CR-V's interior has taken a step or two up market, with many of the materials chosen specifically for Europe. It's more spacious too, with increased headroom and a greater range of adjustment for both seats and steering wheel. Light floods the interior on top-spec models through the panoramic roof, revealing a clean and simple layout to the dashboard. There's a welcome absence of buttons in here, with easy-to-understand controls for the dual-zone climate system, and a restrained, perhaps even elegant design for the instrumentation. There are a number of useful storage areas around the cabin, including a large central compartment beneath the armrest, complete with charging points and ports for the multimedia system. Honda have managed to do away with the transmission tunnel in the rear of the CR-V, and this creates plenty of footroom for all three rear seat passengers. However, the CR-V's real party trick is in the way those rear seats fold. Tug a lever mounted in the boot, and the seats perform a ballet all of their own. The seat base lifts up, the headrest tucks in, and the seat back folds flat in one swift movement. Clever. Top-spec models benefit from the always fun to play with power tailgate, while all CR-Vs have a low boot lip and a wide opening to make cramming it with a fortnight's luggage a doddle. With the rear seats in place, there's 589 litres to fill, rising to 1,648 litres with the seats folded. There's even a space to stow the cargo cover when it's not in use. 3 engines are available in the CR-V, a new 1.6 litre diesel which will drive in a few weeks, a 2 litre petrol with 155 PS that's available with the option of two-wheel drive, and this, the 2.2 litre diesel with 150 PS and a chunky 350 Newton meters of torque. The 2.2 is faster, more economical and cheaper to tax than 2 litre petrol, making it our pick of the range. Other than the trademark high-pitched whistle that seems common to all Honda 2.2 units, it keeps its dieselness largely confined to the engine bay, with only a slight gruffness under load to give the game away. Peak torque arrives at 2000 RPM with a definite shove, and this being a Honda unit, you can rev it if you want to. However, there's little to be gained by doing so. Better to change up early and surf the wave of torque. The gearbox is a happy participant in this as a driving style, and although the dash-mounted lever can issue a few clunking noises, the movement through the gate always remains smooth. The ratios are well chosen too. A shift indicator in the instrument pack politely coaches you in the art of driving economically, and doing so causes the outer rim of the Speedo to glow a subtle green colour as a reward. Further environmental friendliness can be engaged with the Econ mode, which recalibrates the throttle response for a softer power delivery and allows the climate control to exercise a degree of flexibility as to when to run the air conditioning compressor in order to save fuel. All manual models have stop-start to cut the engine when waiting at traffic lights. Honda say the CR-V suspension has been specifically tuned for European markets, with a focus on high-speed stability and refinement. Certainly the CR-V has a grown-up character to it, It's stable at speed, wind and tyre noise are well suppressed, and there's a sensation of quiet calm that fills the cabin, making it the ideal vehicle for a long-distance family getaway. It's just very easy to live with. The CR-V has been something of a success story, both for Honda, having recorded 5 million sales, but also for Britain, where it's now built. The new CR-V takes a formula proven by its forebears and adds a new string to its bow, efficiency, while at the same time maturing the overall package into something that's likely to appeal to a wider audience. If you've got a family and are fond of long-distance touring and camping holidays, there are few vehicles that offer such a broad spread of versatility. Perhaps that's what the V stands for in CR-V.